Hey everybody, it's Karen from Waterfall Clicks. Back again. Man, it's feast time for you guys. You're in famine, feast or famine. Got the day off, it's Friday, happy Friday, yay! I'm about to do a pour on a big chunky 6x24 cradle hardwood piece, and I'm using actually the same colors minus white from the last video, that 18-inch round that's downstairs still curing because it's only been 18 hours or so. So I can show you the results of the two previous videos before that. So we have here, this is the fall on steroids guy. I'm so happy it dried beautifully, not a crack or a ripple or anything. It's perfect. So I think keeping it under a tarp and keeping the air away from it with the glue and water, or maybe it's because it's on canvas, I don't know. No, because the one that cracked was on canvas. That Santa Fe painting that I'm still lamenting over, crying over. But up close, there she be. She turned out, I don't know why it's a she, it just is. She turned out fabulously, so I'm gonna let her hang out for another week or two, and then I'll probably put some polyacrylic on that guy, or girl. I can't make up my mind. And the other one I can show you is the red one, still untitled. It's about 80% dry. It's still kind of mushy in the middle. But one thing I wanted to show you, this one really grew on me because of the depth. When you put it back like this, the cells in with the dark colors, there's a lot of layering going on in this guy. So even though it's monochromatic, it still came out pretty cool. And as I suspected, as it dried, particularly like up in this area here, those cells did darken up a bit so you can see them better. So that's pretty cool. And then I just love that whole section there with the dark. So totally happy with this guy too. And I'll probably resin him. This one's a him. No. So yeah, those are those guys. And let me get down on the canvas. For those of you that watch me a lot, you might want to fast forward a bit here. I've been getting a lot of requests lately, like, can you show us how you mix? And I haven't done that since an earlier video. So I thought I would do that real quick. I started to do my thing. I'm like, no, stop. So real quick, colors for this afternoon are similar to the last one. It's still, what did I do with it? I have my Blick, oh no, I didn't use that one. I have my Blick, that was Payne's Gray. I killed off my Mars Gloss Black. All gone. Very sad, I have to order more. So that's that guy. And as you can tell, I didn't mix it yet. Next up will be the Liquitex, just the basic gold. Killed that one off. Look at that, I did a good job of getting all the paint out of that one. And then next up is the pink, which is the quinacridone red light rouge. This is Sennelier number 672. Awesome stuff. And then I got kind of low on my last color, which is the Alizarin Crimson U, the heavy body. I only had a dollop left, so I substituted in, I'm mixing up half of the quinacridone Crimson U with some quinacridone Burnt Orange by Sennelier number 612. They're close enough, so I think if I mix them up, I'll get the dark red I need. If not, I might add as I go along. I pulled this out because I love this color too. This is Perylene Maroon. It's by Hoben, German company. And it's a nice, deep, gorgeous, luscious red too. Man, I'm really stuck on that color. I was really pleased with the pour from last night on that 18-inch round. I called it Harmony because the colors were so diverse that but they all came together. So I just thought, Harmony. But as much as I love it, it still didn't match the little crazy vision I have in my head for drama. It's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, I love it. But it came out kind of, it's pretty. Like it's very, very pretty. And I was going for like bam, drama. And so I stared at it and played the video back, and I decided that it was because of the white. Adding my sandwiches of white turned just everything a little softer, more muted, and I'm looking for more drama. So that's what we're gonna do today. And since so many have asked, like, show us how you mix. What's your ratios? All that stuff that I haven't done since like video 5 or whatever. I thought I'd show it again, so feel free to fast forward. So all of my cups here have, and I started to pour and then I pulled it out, have about an ounce and a half of paint. So just a big, and I'm sorry, I don't measure. I eyeball the canvas, and I think about the cups and how many cups I would need, and I just kind of, you know, doing this a long time, have a good feel for volume of paint. So I don't really like, ooh, I need, you know, 0.5. If you need that kind of information, then I would look for Rick Cheadle's channel, because he does all that for you and shows you how you can figure it out. And I'm just not that gal, so I'm sorry. My pouring medium, this is measured. I just poured it into a cup. So this is like 5 ounces of Elmer's PVA glue all, and I broke down and I bought the big old jug, but you want the glue all, not the school glue, because school glue is water-based, and I don't know, this has the PVA in it. And then 5 ounces of that, 5 ounces of water, and then I added about 2.5 ounces of my Liquitex pouring medium just to help prevent the crazing. I could have substituted that with Floetrol, sure, GAC 800, anything that says it's going to extend the life of the paint or prevent cracking and crazing, you can use, whatever floats your boat. So I put in my paint, and then I see how much that is. And honestly, what I do is not quite 50-50, because this is liquid and this is, you know, semi-solid, particularly the heavy body. So if I put it in, I'm about 60-40 right there. 60 being the paint and 40 being the PM. And what I'll do is give this a good mix. Can you guys see? Yeah. I'll mix this up real well. And I'll try to get closer to show you the trace too, but maybe not with the black. I think it's hard to see the black. And this looks like this. Kind of gloopy still. I mean, it's all nice and creamy in my cup. It's very creamy, yummy, but not fluid enough, right? If it was really stiff, and all I can liken it to is baking, like making meringue, that the more you stir, the stiffer it gets. This is kind of like it's the opposite of that. So if I start to stir, and I'm stirring around and it still remains stiff, that always tells me that I don't have enough pouring medium, and that's when I'll add a dash, just a little bit, until I get it to this creamy consistency. I don't keep adding pouring medium until it's flowing, just to make it creamy. And then I'll take my water and add a dollop of water, usually something like that, not even enough to cover the top. And then I'll give that a good mix. My husband said to me last night, I can't believe you're sharing. Why are you giving away all your secrets? And I'm like, because again, you can give a cook a recipe and he can make a meal. That doesn't make him a chef. There are a lot of things I do on the fly. I just wrote to somebody today that I do on the fly that are kind of intuitive, that, you know, this is an art and not a craft. And if you're expecting to just follow recipes, you might get a good result or two. but that's where your intuition and imagination comes into play. That's the difference. So to me, I can give you all the tools. That doesn't mean you're going to get the same results as me, or you're never going to have the same painting. None of us will, no matter how good. No two ever look alike. All right, that's my preferred consistency right there. I'll show you the trace on a better color, because I don't see if you can get it. If you can see that when it hits, it waits like a second. This might be a bad video because I don't need a lot of paint today. If I had a fuller cup, I might be able to get it. I'll try on the next one. So same deal with the gold. I already added the pouring medium. Let's give this a mix. And this already feels a little stiff to me. Like it's not as creamy and fluid as the black was. It probably needs a dollop of pouring medium, because it's just not, see the difference? It's just more gloopy. I use a lot of technical words like gloopy. I hope I sound a little bit more like myself today. If I sounded a little quieter, or I don't know, I could definitely tell the difference. My husband, in the last video, my husband was sitting in our living room. You know, I'm sure he wasn't listening really, because he doesn't care. But I felt really self-conscious. It was like weird. Like I'm talking to you guys, essentially talking out loud to myself, but pretending you all were right here with me. But because he was in the next room, I didn't feel like I could like share stories or be my goofy self. It was really weird. So I felt like, oh, you're kind of quiet. I mean, I know I talked a little bit, but you know, I usually blab on a lot more than I did. All right, it's feeling a little more creamy, which is good. Add my dollop of water again. And I'm weird, I like to, when it makes that little hole, I always like to stick my stick in there and then stir, which doesn't do anything at all except amuse me. So give this a good whip. I'm doing this, and then I am going down to DC. I live about 20 miles away, and I'm going down there to take 3 oil paintings to a consignment shop, like an art consignment shop that my husband and I had bought at an estate sale. You should see these things. The frames are like 8-9 inches thick, and they're really pretty, like Francophile style, you know, French countryside scenes. Very, very pretty, but they totally don't go with our house anymore, because we painted and bought new furniture and have a more modern aesthetic. So that's looking great. Let me see if I can show you the trace in this one. This one, here's what I'm talking about. See how close can I get? There's the little mound. This is just a tiny thick, because it's taking a full second before it dissipates. So what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of water. And somebody else asked, like, tell me which videos where you explain more than others. So I'm like, kind of defeats the purpose of getting you to watch. So I'm not going to do that. Have a binge session. Binge watch. All right, there we go. So now, hopefully you can see the difference. Last time, it sat there for a good full second. Now, it dissipates, not immediately, because when it's immediate, it literally goes like that and disappears. This, there's like a half-second pause on that mound. Let me do it this way. How close can I get before it dissipates? See that? That's it. So I'm really not watching the stream. I'm watching what happens when the paint hits the cup, the paint in the cup. So that's it. Do these other 2, and we'll get to pouring. So my idea today is, since this is so long and narrow, I'm going to do 2 small cups, and I'm going to flip and drag or flag them. I'm going to do one in one direction, one in the other, and I hope to get like some sort of cool puddle or pattern where those 2 meet in the middle, so I have like a focal point in the painting. So that's my idea, and I'm hoping for more drama than the last one, since I don't have. Let me see again. Oh, I gotta see first. Let me check it. Yep, this is perfect. That's pretty perfect. So leave that guy there. As for, you'll notice too, like not as much black, more gold, not as much pink, and then I'll probably have a little more of the maroonish color. And that's just me kind of like pre-planning whatever the vision is in your head of what you want it to look like. Like, what colors do I want prominent? What colors do I want on top? Those are all things I think about, and then change my mind on the fly, because I'm busy talking to you guys. And a lot of it is very, very organic. I only pre-plan so much, and then I just kind of go into like my art mode and what I think. And that's what you guys will have to do too. All right, this is, the consistency is nice. It's nice and creamy now, but here's where it's still too thick. So let me show you too thick. And can you see when the paint hits there, it sits there and makes a little hill. Now sometimes, depending on what kind of pour you're doing or the style you're doing, that might be your preferred consistency. Like my way is not the highway, definitely. If you like it a little thinner, go for it. You like it like that, where it leaves a mound for a second or two, have at it. You know, I'm just showing you what I like. So a little bit of personal preference in this. Oh yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna truck down to Georgetown and see if I can get rid of these 3 massive paintings that are sitting in my living room and put them on consignment. And then, you know, go to Home Depot, dork around. All right, let me check. Clean off my stick on the side. And there we go. Let me see how close I can get. Like that. Hopefully you can see it hitting the cup. That's it. So there's my colors. Toss out my water. Put my pouring medium off to the side so I don't think it's a cup of white paint. And then I'm going to add a couple drops of my Spot On Treadmill Silicone. I'm going to give the black 2. I'm going to give the gold 3. I'm going to give this one 2. And this one, oh, it was supposed to be 2, but 3 went in. What are you going to do? Light stir. And that's it. Let me see. My 2 little cups I'm going to pour into, and I'm going to start with the maroon. Oh, I was saying yesterday that we literally bought closets from the Container Store because they were having their 35% off sale. I don't know if you guys have ever done that. Holy moly, the options to buy, to buy parts for a closet, to make a closet. Like the drawers, and which way do you want the hangers, and how many shoes do you own, and how many belts do you have, and what about purse storage, and what colors do you want? What do you want your pools to look like? It was like designing, I remember when I designed my kitchen, it was the same deal, like overwhelming. overwhelming. But they are coming fairly soon, and I can't wait to see what our closets look like. We have my house was built in, I don't know, 1972, and we have renovated just about everything. Now we're doing closets, so you know you're almost finished when you're doing things like closets. We have a closet and a hall bathroom, and after that we will have touched or changed every single part of this house, which I want to move. I want to retire and move out of this area. And the thing is, I want to take my house with me because it's just everything, you know, you do all that work, and we've had the luxury of being able to enjoy it. But when you move away, well, crap. I don't get my great kitchen. You know what I mean? And I don't want to renovate. I'm going to want to move into a place that's like good to go. I'll be done with all that nonsense. All right. And let's go maroon next. And then the black. And this should be it, because this is plenty of paint. All right, let's see what happens. Let's put these off to the side. I'm gonna put one down this end. I don't have to worry about my sides either. I'm gonna stain the sides on this guy. I got some stain. So I got some couple different colors, like a maple stain color on that wood. If this turns out dramatic, like I'm hoping. Oh, see, Tay, look at that. My flipping was really good. All right, leave that sit a second. Where's my cup of tea? Oh, it's all gone. I'm gonna take the weekend off from painting, except for, you know, finishing stuff. I have some resining to do and hardware to add. Things of that nature. All right. Number one. Oh, very dark. Kind of worried about that. That was a terrible job. And I don't have enough paint. Definitely don't have enough paint. I underestimated. But no big deal, because I can whip up a third one pretty easy and quick. So hold on, we'll just let that rest there. It's not going anywhere. You can chill out. So let me do black. No, let me do black last. Let's do gold. And then pink. And then just a little bit of black. And let's top it off with some gold and a little more red, because I'm just in love with that red color. Oh, well, now you're gonna need a little pink, just a dollop of the pink. All right, let's put him right in here and let him run down a second. Yeah, see, I don't even have barely anything left for my corners. Nope, he's a goner. How about this guy? Yep, he's a goner too. All right. That's what I, too bad that's not more in the middle, but that's what I wanted, that drama right in the middle. That's all right. Let's see if we can move him down a little bit. I'm done moving around. There's a big old bubble. Bloop. Let's give this, let's pop some bubbles. Another big old bubble. Bloop. Go sideways. Pop bubbles. All right. Ooh, I like the, let's give that a torch there. See if we can get some gold. Oh yeah. Coming up. And then in the middle here. All right. Let's give a wiggle. See what happens. Before I head toward that centerpiece, just let me go back and forth this way. Won't take much to cover my, I want to use my fingers? Yeah, I'll do this. Won't take much to cover corners. But I'm going to save the paint. There, that's good. Come back over this way. Come down my side. Come here. And just kind of go whoop. I just kind of squeeze it together like that. And then come straight down. And this guy, here's the tricky. Oh, one minute. What if I needed more? I'm jipping myself on the paint today. I'll let that run down a second. I'm trying to get these guys. There. God, I should have used all my paint. Huh. What do I do about the corner? What do I do about the corner? I don't like how that got stretched out right there, so I'm gonna tilt this way a little bit and then back off that way a little bit. This section here is done. Like, the paint is super, super thin on my canvas. This has a little bit more to run. I'm worried that I don't have enough to cover right there. And it definitely, It totally has, if this canvas was 18 instead of 24, or 20 instead of 24, I would be done and be thrilled. So what do I do about that middle piece? I don't want to stretch that out anymore. It's like perfect. This can go this way a little bit, but definitely not enough to marry up. So, desperate times call for desperate measures. And there is literally not, there's a little bit here, not enough to do anything really, except maybe cover the edge to help it flow off there. You can wiggle some there. I don't dare put a stick in it or muddy it up. We'll do that just to help it. And I still have a little bit of paint left. Let me see if I can get there without having to make another cup. See, what's gonna happen though is this is gonna run off on this end. And I don't wanna run off there. Stay, stay. Oh, did I just splooge my finger in it? I did. Right there. Those are my 3 fingers. Oh God, you guys. Dilemmas. Dilemmas. I do have a lip I gotta cover, so that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I do when I'm thinking about what to do. Is I do have a little lip that I like to get. There's a lot of swear words going on in my head right now. Just know that. Let me try. Stay, you stay there. See what I did there? Blocked. Blocked from going off the edge. So bring that back. Keep those cells right there. So close. Oh my gosh. So close. Let me. I think I might be able to get to this. Let me grab a spoon. I'm going to try and make it work without having to flip another cup on it. Because I'm really happy with it. And don't want to ruin it by putting another cup and losing all the goodness that's right there. And it's totally matching the vision finally that I had in my head. So let me see what I got, what I can do. Try to match this up. So this might go in here. And then we'll give it a torch. We'll get it torched up. So let me pour a little bit off, just a little. Go. 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 Thank you. And come back. Get him, Dusty. And get him, buddy. All right. just losing paint without it going anywhere. This is turning into a long video, isn't it? I bet. What am I at? 35. Yep. Sorry about that, you guys. I am pouring, taking my just about empty red cup. I'm going to add a dollop of pink, dollop of black, and a dollop of the gold. Where'd the gold go? Hold on. I wanted the gold on top, but that didn't work out, did it? That's all right. Let's give that a torch and we'll pour some of that off. Need more gloves. Actually, that red there isn't bad. I didn't think this one would be so complicated. I really didn't. All right, and then come back. This needs to come down a little. All right, and come off. Come on off. Woo! Yeah, that's better. How wonky did I make all my cells? A little bit. Let me come up this end a little bit. Phew. That was a tricky bugger. Really was. But man, I love the drama of this. Totally, totally love. Where's that cup with a little bit? All I have to do now is, like I said, I do have, let me see if I can match them up. I do have these slight edges here that when I pull my tape will show. Where's an example? Hold on, let me finish this a second and then I'll show you. Super happy with this though. It's like, it's totally the drama mama that I was looking for. Even if it was a pain in the butt. All right, one more edge here. And one way over here behind the camera. I'm the director now. And one right there. All right. Is that covered in gold? You can put red there. The red and gold go. All right. Yay! Yay for the color scheme. So happy, so happy, so happy. So happy. Let me rinse off my hands. Yay, the hardest thing of all is getting it to match what you have in your head, and that's pretty dang close, I gotta say. Pretty dang close. I have another one of these that I'm gonna do. I might do the same colors and make a matching pair and make a lot more paint. I underestimated for sure. And do 3 cups for sure. And with the same colors. I have to go out and buy more of these colors. But let me see if there's anywhere I want to torch, like right in here. Yeah, get some paint going right there. And something in this red, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Nope. Same with right there. Yay! I see a couple edges that need touched up, but I'll do that off camera because I've hogged up enough of your time for today. I hope the beginners out there, or if you're new to this, the process part helped at the beginning. And yeah. I'm all giddy. Like seriously, I'm so giddy about this one. I love, 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 love it. Let me show you up close. Take care. Thanks for your support. Check me out on Instagram under Waterfall Acrylics. Go to my Facebook page, Waterfall Acrylics. That's where I sell all these guys. So, see you guys soon. Take care. 41 minutes. Oh my God, that's insane. 41 minutes. So this is this end with the big cells. And there's the middle part, which I'm kind of glad I bookend here and here with the red. So I kind of like that. And then here, this middle section is really cool and pretty. And then you got your big guys up here again at the top. So let me come up high. It's long and skinny. It's hard to get, isn't it? But that's what she looks like. Very, very moody and dramatic. So, yay! Where am I? This way. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.